Over in the community of Red Bank, there's a huge, beautiful 12-acre plot that sits right in the middle of the center of the city itself. They used to hold the Red Bank Middle School and, of course, Red Bank High School, where several of us graduated from a long, long time ago. Some folks are wanting to preserve that area and make that a park or some other sort of community asset. Other folks are trying to turn this into more of a commercial endeavor, and Don McKenzie is here. Don's one of the guys that spearheaded Save Red Bank Central Park. First of all, Don McKenzie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
There's been a lot about Red Bank in the news over the past several weeks, including the big discovery of this huge, rare Virginia pine that's towards the back edge of the property. And this tree is almost 100 feet tall. And you and some of the other folks were doing a community cleanup over there, you were telling me, and you've discovered a lot of different plants, animals, bird species, all in this area formerly occupied by Red Bank High.
That's right. There's a perception in the community that this is just a big, open, empty field, a vacant lot. But me and some of my friends, Larry Miller and a few of our folks in the community have an interest in making this into a really special community park. So we thought raising citizen awareness by teaching people there's actually more out here than meets the eye, like more than 100 species of plants, 39 species of native trees and shrubs that Dr. Miller and I have documented, 45 species of wild birds that we've seen out there just in the last 2 months.
It's certainly a beautiful tract of land, and there are some folks who are wanting to take this into more of a commercial endeavor, if you will. There's a couple of proposals on the table for either a residential or a residential/mixed use development. Couple of questions pertaining to that. It would seem like there's other areas more appropriate in Red Bank that at least already have some degree of infrastructure in place for businesses, either new to Red Bank or folks that already have a business in Red Bank and maybe want to relocate.
Well, Red Bank has many places along Dayton Boulevard that could use a facelift, some rejuvenation, new investment. Within a 3 or 4 block walk of the park, there's more than 20 commercial spaces that could be ripe for redevelopment, for reinvestment. And right now, they're sitting as opportunities. In our view, there's no need to build any new residential or commercial space on the park because there's so much close by, ready and waiting.
Would the area or surrounding that tract of land, it doesn't seem to me like it would have either the roadways or the sewer system to support any sort of residential development there?
The city of Red Bank is under a sewer moratorium by the state right now, meaning that in that segment of the city, there cannot be significant increase in residential development because the sewer system that's in place cannot handle the extra load. So that has to be resolved first before this particular property could be developed into a residential area.
Why do you think some potential developers have their eye on this particular tract of land instead of some of the others that are within just a mile or two of it? And as far as it comes to putting apartments on this land, which is a possibility, there's only, what, 40,000 apartments just over the hill on Mountain Creek Road alone?
Well, and Red Bank already has 48% of the housing units in the city are rental units.
Wow, 48%.
And many people, I've been a renter myself, so there's nothing inherently wrong with rentals.
Of course not.
But a more solid, stable sense of community can be built on ownership. And so an increase in number of apartments is not really a priority, and especially on this place, whether it's apartments or even owner-occupied homes. That's not the highest and best use in our group's view of that property.
So you and Larry Miller and a few others have formed this Save Red Bank Central Park Committee. If folks want to take part in this committee, how do they do it? Tell me about the website, first of all, which is SaveRedBankCentralPark.org. Tell me about this group that you put together.
We are a self-motivated group of citizens in Red Bank that just share a common interest in outdoor space, community space, a commons, and all of the features and quality of life amenities that could provide for the community. We just found ourselves through social media, starting with Facebook, starting with just local meetings and attending meetings of the Board of Commissioners. We started finding one another. We realized we had this common interest, and so we started our website, a Facebook page that's very, very active. We started all that from scratch just in the last few months, realizing that time was short at the time, that we had to get citizens up and aware.
And in your perfect world, what would you like to see this space turned into? Something like Coolidge Park downtown?
Coolidge Park is the perfect vision that we have for what this property could be to Red Bank. This could be Red Bank's anchor, an engine that drives an economic and social rejuvenation all around the park, not just on that 12 acres, but in many acres up and down Dayton Boulevard in each direction.
Sure, and which would be beneficial to the community in a lot of different ways. If folks want to find out more, you can get involved in this. All you have to do is check out the website, which is SaveRedBankCentralPark.org. Again, SaveRedBankCentralPark.org. Don McKenzie, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have you back over the coming weeks. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Stick around. We have much more of Let's Chat coming up right after this.